Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Wednesday. Yay, 2 o'clock. Hey, here in old Britland. Sat here with my cup of coffee. Oh, I'm an anti-Brit then, am I? Where's my tea? Yes, welcome to Amberskies, the future of 3D networks. So far, we haven't put all of that together. That might change a bit today, but first of all, let's go for those buttons, eh? What have we got? What have we got? We have this. The Microsoft Windows 10 button. Here it is. Look, see, it works. Yeah. That works perfectly. That's Windows 10. Look on the left-hand side, though. Main game. Intro. That's just a valuation for me. I press escape. Intro state shuts down. Oh. That's interesting? No, that's not interesting. What is interesting, though, is when we look in game. Initialize window. Yeah, something missing there. Okay. Initialize keys. Yes. I was mentioning this last time, wasn't I? Now, if we push on the game state, then we'll have that on the stack, and then that on top of our intro state on the stack. Right, so what does that mean? It means this. Okay. First of all, we've got a different screen, obviously. We've got this game thingy. Well, an excuse for a game thingy. Intro state created, new game state created. Okay, when we press escape, game state shut down, intro state shut down. That's because we haven't checked the key press properly. That can be addressed, and we will be addressing it. But first of all, let's get those buttons going. So yeah, we'll just Z that back, thanks, and save it. That was just, I think, where we'd ended our stream on Monday, where I was showing, yes, we've got buttons, but our changing between states isn't very good yet, is it? Let's be honest. So let's go back to our intro state, and the first thing I'm going to do today is, game state. Right, let's get me notes. What day are we on? 35. Where are my notes? They're in here somewhere. Come on, Mischief. Skip. Get me notes up. Open. Here we go. Yep, there's all my notes. Yes, folks, my notes are a mess. I know. Don't worry about it. My notes are a complete mess. Let me just get them off screen again. I was doing them last night. There we go. Sorted. Where's OBS gone? There you are. Thank you. Right, we're all sorted. Excellent. We've got notes. We've got everything we need. Right, let's start with just altering this as well. Doesn't look right to me. That's better. So, I want to copy you. No, I just want to copy you. Grief. Copy, where are you? Thank you. Lovely. This is looking good already. Let's get productive. So, our first one is going to be exit game. And we're going to put that at the opposite side. So only the x is going to change. So do a quick calculation of x. Put that one 100 in. So it's 100 plus the size of the button. So what's that, 550? 550 plus 150 is 700. Plus 100 is 800. That's right. That's good news. Alrighty, so we're good on that number. 150. Let's call that exit state. So that we are exiting the state that we are in instead of creating a game state. That looks good. 50. Rest can stay the same, can't it? Yeah. I think that'll do. So if we do that, does it automatically just pop up? It does. Why has it popped up there? What size is my screen? Well, it's not 800 by 600 for starters, because that's 800 by 600 there. Okay. What size is my screen? Come on, everybody. Does anybody know? We can find out, thank God. And it's in Resources, Data, Window, INI. There we go. So it's 810. No, it's not. It's 1,400 across. Alrighty. So 250 off that is 1,150. I think. I'll try it. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's about right. I could do with them bringing down a bit, I think. So we can bring these down now, a couple of hundred. Yeah. Alrighty, I may as well do it for this size screen. If you're wondering, does nothing. Does nothing. Escape does all. So the Y component needs... Where's my Windows INI gone? So it's 800, so I need about 700. Instead of 5. So we'll pop you to 7. And we'll pop you to 7. Check on the scoreboard. And we should be okay now. Yeah, there we go. So that's roughly what I want our screen to look like. Okay, new game, exit game. I'm going to have something fancy in the middle and inputs eventually. Let's take care of these buttons first of all. They don't do anything. Escape still works. Good. Now, I don't need that yet. Here we go. So we can do the exit button quite easily, can't we? I think we can. This is getting in the way. I'll pop you there. Let's see now. Buttons, buttons, buttons. Right, I've added this line here. It doesn't do anything. That was that delta time output. The delta time output is there to stop it giving me a warning that delta time hasn't been used. That's all that line is for. It can be taken out as soon as we use delta time. Probably not today, actually. So we update there. That's good news. So if we've updated all our mouse stuff, we can do the exit state. So if, and we're going to be looking at buttons, aren't we? So m_buttons, have we called it? Yeah, we have. So if the buttons, and it's going to be exit state, that's what we called it, that button. And that has a functionality given to it, is pressed. Then all we need to do is exactly what we did with the keyboard and just end state. So I'll put it here so it looks the same. There we go. So it's exactly the same as the escape key, really. Now, let's prove that it works first. Yep, that one line should make that escape. It does. Good. Right, thank you. Froggy throat again today. Oh dear. Need more liquids. Coffee. So with a simple line like that, because we set the button up properly, it works. But now we want to create a state. So, I can take that out. That's just a reminder for me, because I'm starting, and when I start a video, I tend to forget things. So if m_buttons, I said underscore buttons. Yeah, okay, Freudian slip. Buttons. And it's going to be game state, isn't it, for this one? Yeah, I think it is. Game_state. We can put that in square brackets, please. Like that. And that one is pressed. What happens? Well, good question. Because what we need now to write is a line that we can't do yet. What we need to write is something like m_current state. Let's say. Doesn't exist. Current state. Yeah. Then we'd like to push, using this, a new game state. Like that. And then, of course, we'd have to give the normal things that we'd have to do for a game state, or for the game state. We'd have to give in m_window. Come on, memory. Window. I'm going to drop this down. So it would be m_window, comma, m_supported keys. I think we have. Yeah, we do. M_window, m_supported keys. Yeah, we got those too. Excellent. And m_current state. Do we have that? No, we don't. Okay. Yeah. Alright, that'll be that then. Okay, I think that's roughly what we're looking to do. Nothing's coming up there. We do have game state already included. But we are going to have to alter the way we do things. So let's start with base state here and see what we need to alter, I think. Yeah. Current state, that's going to be added. I don't believe this, my throat is really bad. Just bear with me a second. Many apologies. I am struggling to speak today. So current state we need to add. I'll pop that in here after keybinds then. We'll have, if I remember rightly, it's a stack, isn't it? For the states. Stack. And what we had was a stack of states. So state star. Do we not have states? We're in state. So it's self. And we're going to call that current states. That's the first thing we have to do. There we go. We'll have you there. And we have to start getting this passed in. So it's going to be that there. Copy. Comma. And just say the M off it. And we can put it in here, can't we? M underscore current states, open bracket, current states. There we go, comma. So that's been added there. I want it as a pointer. Can't pass that in like that. That's going to have to be a pointer. So that's going to have to be a pointer. I don't want a full stack being passed around. I just want a pointer to it. Let's be honest. So that's altered everything. That's altered our game state. What do we need to add to it? That there. So game state. Please add this, comma, that. Yep, which means we now need game state here, comma, supported keys. No, doesn't work like that. That's going to be a comma V, and that's just going to be current states. There we go. That's you done. Save. Intro now gets changed to comma V, and intro on this side, exactly the same kind of thing. This is just get this thing going. Look, it's already starting to light up now. That's nice. I like it when it starts lighting up. go. Ooh, to use, no current states. There we go. States. Have I pluralised this again? I have, haven't I? OMG. I don't believe that. Why did I pluralise it? Its current state, it's singular. Whoops. Sorry about that. I mean, that's just stupidity on my behalf. Intro state should now be starting to look a bit better. So we've got all of that lot, and Windows not working. State window. There we go. That's working nicely. Why is game state not working? Expected a type specifier. No, you didn't. You're lying to me. That's come through. That's okay. That's not picking up though. Game state. State window, supported keys, and current states. Game window, supported keys, current state. That's looking okay. That's looking okay. That's fine. No problem. Alrighty. Game has a problem now, in that we need to put through the stack. And the stack is states, so it's the address of, comma, the address of states. There we go. That's happy now. So we start off by pushing the intro state. The intro state comes up, passes everything through to our base state, which supports us. Okay, our base state is saying, yes, thank you, we'll have all of this information. Excellent. Now with the support of our base state, we can then do all of this. Why is new game state being such a weirdo? Alright, we'll take it out of doing that then. I possibly missed something here. Let's see where we're up to. If blah-de-blah-de-blah is pressed, then we want to do all of this blah-de-blah-de-blah stuff. Ah. I missed a semicolon. Alrighty. Alright, so what's wrong with game state? Anybody know what's wrong with game state? Did I call it game state? That's for first things. Yes, we did. Okay. Nope. I just don't know why it's doing that. So what I'm going to do is just delete it and try again and see whether we can get it to agree or not. So, M current state, that's the state that we're in now. What we're asking now is M current state is intro state. So we're using that to then push a new game. Ah, it's not coming up. Means that we've got something missing here. And we have. We have to include the game state. Yeah. Game state.h. Otherwise it's not going to come up, is it? New. Save all. And that would now be a game state. Yes, that now works. Open brackets. Return, because it's going to get ridiculous. And what do we need first? We need the game window, which is m underscore state window. We then need the supported keys, which is m underscore supported keys. And we then need the current state, which is m underscore current state, like that. And once all of that is done, what? That's it. Wow. Yeah, I'm with the squigglies. There we go. So now if I hit that game state button, what's going to happen? It's going to push onto the stack a new current state and pass the stack over to game state. So let's try that. This is where something's going to go wrong, isn't it? Yeah. Excellent. If my testing and research is correct, something drastic is going to go wrong here. And it won't show on screen, it'll show on this part here. So let's pull this down a bit so you can see it. There you go. Why can't you see it? Why can't you see any of this? What's going on here? My desktop capture's not working. Oh, wow. Sorry, I didn't realise my desktop capture's not working. Window capture. Settings. Oh. Oh, it's on the wrong thing. Cancel. Can we get rid of you? Minus. Yeah, that gives you a blank screen. Good. Is it for just video capture? Where's my desktop gone? Audio browser. Here we go. That looks better. Okay. Which gives you looking at that, which is not what we want. We want you looking down here at this. Big sorry about that. I didn't even realise it wasn't happening. It was on window capture mode. So, new game. We're going to press it. Watch what happens here. That just tells me that there's been a few rough times. So here, new game. New game created. Intro state created, new game created. Okay, so we can play our game now. No problems. Our new game is up and going. Our buttons are working. There's no way to get out of this window, so to get back to the intro state and get rid of this window and go back to the intro state, you've got to press escape. Oh. Yeah, we've got that keyboard problem, haven't we? Where it's just flooding the system with the escape key. Yeah. So what happened is the game state shut down, then the intro state shut down, nothing left to do, so the application shut down. Great. That's absolutely fantastic. Round of applause for Blades. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Takes a bow. Ah, dear. So we've got our buttons working. Ah, dear. That is actually quite funny. So we're going to have to introduce something to clear or reset the mess that we're making. So let's introduce a new idea. We've got init backgrounds and all this, haven't we? We'll start with intro state then. What shall we have? We shall have, after key pressed, have we got a key pressed yet? Oh, we haven't. Okay. We haven't even got key pressed. Alrighty. What have we got? I'm going back to base state and see what we've got here. Yeah, I'm going to put some new things in here. I think we're going to redo our keyboard. I don't know if anybody was watching last Saturday, but it was a better way of doing it than what we've got right now. So let's do our inputs properly. What I want to introduce here, yeah, we can just do it after this, can't we, really? Because these are all zeros, except for render. What are we doing in render? Zero. Okay. That's fine then. Let's do some more of these then. We'll have virtual. I want to get all the way through this today, but I want to do it in a more relaxed style than Monday. So we'll have a mouse button clicked. If we use it or not, don't really care. And that's going to take in SF mouse button, and that's going to be button click. Or which button is clicked, I suppose. Put a semicolon after that. We'll have that one. We may as well do the key pressed as well. Once we're at it, get everything sorted out properly. Virtual void. I think you probably already know what I'm up to with this. Press. Key pressed, and that's going to take in an SF : keyboard key, and that's going to be key pressed, I suppose. What else can we have? Yes, the most important one. Void. No, virtual void, isn't it? Virtual void. So we can alter it if needed. Reset input. And And that's going to take in nothing. That just resets the input. Alrighty. Yeah. I think we'll have that. So we'll have that one. That one. And that one. Lovely. Okay. So what we've got so far, we've got update mouse position. Button clicked is quite simple. Well, they're all rather simple. What we're going to do here is we are going to check if... Oh, these are all bools, aren't they? Yeah, we'll make these bools. So for the last one, bool please. Better do that. At least we're not doing voids for once. Crimes. Get sick of doing voids. I'm going to have to completely overhaul the void system in this. That's going to be a good job. If SF. Let's finish this coffee off. Okay, I've now got a problem. If you remember back to the other stream, I'm going to need something, aren't I? Yes, I am. Oh, my bad. Well, let's separate these bools off. We're going to need some bools, aren't we? Bool keys. And that's going to be SF : keyboard. Ooh, too many of those. Key count. It knows how many we've got. I don't. And bool. Mouse buttons. And these are plural for once. Is SF : mouse. And that's going to be button count. That one there. Lovely. So we've got those two in. Okie dokies. So now we've got those. Right. That's better. Now we might be able to do this line. Yeah. SF, mouse. It's a bad line to start off with. Is key pressed? Is button pressed? Yeah, that's better. Is button pressed? That helps. Button click. And keys. Open square brackets. SF keyboard. Key. What am I doing? Good grief. Start again. Rewind brain. Mouse. Buttons. Oh dear. I didn't call it M mouse buttons or M keys. Okay. Why not? The members. M mouse buttons. SF, : mouse. button. Button clicked. Button click. And that's got to equal false. So it only counts the first time you click. So that's the trick to this one. If that is true, yeah, we have a thing missing. How the heck did that happen? Yeah, that's right. And if that is true, then we return true. Otherwise, we return false. And there you go. That's how you check to see if a single mouse button has been clicked, not if it's been pressed down. Because that is badly named. It should be is button down, and it isn't. It's called is button pressed. It's the same kind of thing, I suppose, but it doesn't give the right response for what we need. So what we're doing is we're going to use that. And my mouse pointer decided to stop for some reason. We're going to use that to create this, which is a button clicked formula. So we're going to be recording these keys in reset input in a minute or two. So really what we're doing here is exactly the same for the key press. And this time I'm allowed to use if. SF keyboard, yay! Because I've been wanting to use that all this time. Because this is what's on my mind. The button is relevant. Keyboard is key pressed, yay! This is the one that matters. This is that escape key problem that we've got. And that's just key pressed, isn't it? Yeah. Key pressed. It's the same as the mouse one above. Thank you, key pressed. So it's and. Logical and. M underscore keys. Open square brackets. SF. Keyboard. And that is key. And that is key pressed. P. There we go, comes up then. Key pressed. Close. Square brackets equals false. And if that's true, then we return true. Otherwise, we return false. Exactly the same. Okay. It's because SFML doesn't do it that way. God knows why. I suppose it's to give you the choice. Now on reset input, we've got to go through everything, haven't we? So for int what can we call it? Index. Index equals 0. Index is less than the SF keyboard key count. Is that right? Yeah. It's not coming up. BOARD. Yeah, okay, it's gone green. That's good, we can use it. Semicolon. index plus plus. There you go. That's close. Close to being too long. As you can see, I'm trying to keep them all within this space again. Not quite succeeding up here. Never mind. Keys I, or index. Keys, open, index. And we've got to check now. Equals SF, SF keyboard. Is key pressed? And that's SF. This is amazing, isn't it? Keyboard. And that's colon key index. And that's not short enough. And I've got a problem because it's M. Right. Yeah. Okay. I thought it wasn't short enough. Couldn't see off the end there to see what that last bit was. And we're going to do the same, exactly the same, for the mouse buttons as well. Yes, I know they're stupidly long lines, but int index equals 0, semicolon index is less than SF, colon mouse, colon. What's it doing? I can't see. Oh. What happened there? Wow. Has anybody ever experienced this before? Microsoft? Are you trying to tell me you can't cope with what I do? Oh, God. What is it doing? Oh, that's IntelliSense, isn't it? Amazing. I do believe that Visual Studio has crashed on Windows. Wow. That's got to be a first for me. Yay! Blades broke Visual Studios by typing in SF. Wow. These buttons seem to be working. Oh. Hang on while Windows reports the problem. Reports the problem? I'm going to sue him. Okay. So why has it put it over here, halfway off my screen? Okay, it still seems to be thinking about things. Oh my God, that's got to be the first IDE that I have crashed in years. The last one was Eclipse. But let's be honest. Eclipse isn't hard to crash. Which is why I don't use it. Alright, so it's saved out here. So we are on reset. That's okay. Correct the error again. Goes green. Semicolon. Index. I'm glad I know what I'm doing. Plus, plus. Keys. M keys, that was it. That's why I was tripping myself up, wasn't it? Keys, yeah. Okay. I'm happy with that now. SF, colon, colon, keyboard. Colon, colon, is key pressed, is K tab. And that is SF, keyboard. Key, index. God, anybody would think I've memorised this. That's just about the screen, isn't it? Hold on a minute, which way round is that? What have I done wrong? Yeah, I'm resetting the input. It's completely thrown me. That's wrong. That's index. Okay. Are we happy with that? Yes, I am. Alrighty, sorry, I'm just gone flipped out of my mind, and that's really bad. La 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 la. I've got to double check everything, and I hate doing that. 4. Right, let's get on with it then. Sorry, int. Well, I'm not sorry. Microsoft is sorry. Index equals 0. I wonder if it's because I've stolen their code for the keys. Have they stricken me off for that? Have they stricken it? Taken it off? No, it's still there. Huh? No, no notifications. Okay. I love it. Oh, gosh. Muppet. Come on then. Thank you. Come on. I'm totally out of my stride, aren't I? Index is less than SF colon colon mouse colon colon. What is this? What are you doing, Muppet? You can't stay there. Come on. That's the keyboard, love. Yeah, I know you're purring now. That's very nice of you. And it's button count. Semicolon. Index. Right, I'm back into form now. I think I know what I'm doing now. Oh, mouse. No. M underscore mouse buttons. Index equals, and then it's SF colon colon mouse colon colon is button pressed, is it? Yeah. It's got to be SF mouse is button pressed. SF mouse. Mouse MOU. Button I. Button index. There we go. That looks good. So that's your reset input. What that basically does is records any keys that are currently down so that we can compare them to see whether this is a first click or not. So if it's still down, then it comes through here and it becomes false. I mean, that becomes true, so it'll return false. And it won't register this as a click. It'll register as a pushed down, already clicked or already pushed down. So you don't get multiple inputs of the same thing all of the time. That's the basis of the idea between these three functions. That's how they work. So back in our intro state, now we've got all of that lovely functionality. Yay, we can start doing different things, can't we? So update input. The first thing is this. So it's no longer whatever this says. Okay. And this is pressed. Well, we can leave that. It's the escape key that we're really bothered about. So let's change the escape key. God, the escape key's a nightmare. Let's just get rid of that for a second. Let's think about it. Because we now have different functions we can use. That should be tabbed in. We'll use the function, I think. So let's just do a quick build. True. Just put true in for a minute. And do a quick build. Make sure everything's building. And I haven't messed up on all those lines that I've just typed in. Nope, I haven't. Okay. So, key pressed. If key pressed. There it is. It's coming up now. Good. Alright, so let's start opening brackets. Go to Reef. And it's going to be SF : keyboard : key, open brackets. Yeah, we'll need another close as well. Key _key binds. It's still a long one. At open brackets. We should now have 4 closed brackets. Yep. Key binds at close window. Why have I got an underscore there? Close window. So we're doing the same as before. But actually it now fits on. Just. So we shortened it a little bit. So if you're using that if key press, so if we're using that, we now have to do a reset of the inputs. And we need to do that in 2 places, because as we can see we've got an underscorey thingy going on. We're going to have to do that here. Yeah. So reset input there when you start, and afterwards of this we need to reset input here. I think that should do it. I think that should do it. Have I forgotten anything? I'm just thinking, should I do that there or should I do it in the base state? Here. Mkeys is uninitialized. So it's telling me I should do it there. Can try it. It doesn't seem to be, well, that initializes them to whatever state they're in. It's just that I don't want to type or have typed in there whatever's in reset input. Are you going to flash off or stay? They are initialized. I've got it here. You done both? Thank you. There you go. It's gone now. I don't like green squigglies. So it goes here. I'll just put that one down as well. I don't understand that. Why has it done it like that? Okay. Fine. Don't care. Next. Does it work? That's the whole point to this, isn't it? Hello, Vitesse. Well, that's a Vitesse. Vitesse. Sounds a bit, oh. Unhandled exception in Sandbox exe. C++. Microsoft has given up. Working on a UI. Oh, yes. Yes, we're just finishing off the buttons that I started on Monday. And we've got a problem with the escape key escaping right out of the game at the moment instead of going back to the intro screen. So I'm trying to stop that from happening, and our map has told us no chance, we don't want to play. And why is that then? Allocator, const float delta time, update input, intro state. Line 41, line 63. So let's have a look at those lines. Line 41 and line 63 on interest in here. Line 41 is this key pressed. Right, so I think I might have something wrong in key pressed. And we've also got an argument with line 63, which is the update. That's where it's coming from. So that calls the update. Yeah, so that's calling that. So that's our problem there. That is giving us the second value of the location stored in a map is out of range. Okay, The MMO thing I'm working on, it's more of a way of teaching people how to program, I think. For one person to actually write a full MMO is ridiculously hard. It takes years. So I'm using it as an exploration of C++ to show people how to do things, really. C++ Club itself is for you. You can ask me about any C++ subjects, or any other language subjects, actually. I don't stick to C++. I'll do any language. And just help people out. It's a club where you come and I'll just help people out. And if nobody asks any questions about anything, I just program this MMO thing. Would cost a ton of money? No, it costs nothing. I haven't spent a penny on this. Yes, I have. That's a lie. I've spent thousands. But hey ho, I'll never recoup it, and I'm not asking for any money. So there you go. Yeah, let's have a look at this. So that's going to do a map error. Alrighty. It's luckily shown everything there. That's nice. What maps are we using at this point? That one there. Yeah, there's the map. So it's this map is going out of range. How's that possible? Init fonts, init buttons, init background. Yeah. Init key bindings. Here we go. No error was thrown. INI file, key bindings, intro state. Oh. And what did I say? Close window. So exit state equals escape. And I put close window. I think that's an error. Exit underscore state. Just 1 second. Here we go. What am I on? Intro. You're on the wrong thing. Oh, I don't have it here, do I? What's that doing it? Get out of it. Alright, fair enough. Don't have backup on that, never mind. Yeah, exit state. Try again. Here we go. So, I can now press a new game, and obviously the game isn't here yet. This is just something to represent a game. Now if I press escape, it still escapes. Oh. What did I do wrong? I haven't done the reset input in game state, have I? Haven't done the same thing in game state. Done it in the intro state, but I haven't done it in here. Alrighty. Yeah, it is exit state. So what we do is, oh, you can go now. Thank you. Intro state. This end state thingy. Copy. Go to game state. And where it's asking for the end state here, just paste. Now we're using that. We have to, not bothered about the keyboard parts. They can be is pressed for all I care at the moment. In other words, continuous input for the movement keys. So here we can reset our input. Yeah. So if we reset our input there, it should work. I said that last time. Never mind. Let's try it. What have I made so far? Are you going to be using an engine? Oh, why do people always ask me that? If you want to do a game engine, I do that on Saturdays, but that's a tutorial course on how to program properly. Where this is more of an adventure in programming, I would say, more than anything else. New game. Do I use an engine? I'm going to reply to that in full, because I get asked that question every time. I will do a full reply to it. And I'm not going to pick on you. I'm not going to say it's a stupid question, because it isn't. It's a very good question. Escape key. Oh, didn't work. Now I'm getting over that. This is just exploring C++, really. But as for the game engine, once you've created a game, you can then create a game engine from that game to use on other games. At the moment, I haven't created the initial game. This is the first MMO. So I don't have a backup MMO to take the engine out of. The so-called engine that I'm using, I suppose, is a library of 3D support that I've put together over, well, since last November. Everything that's in this library is shown on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, this is Amberskies, isn't it? So YouTube. I don't have it. But YouTube, every single inch of the way is shown on YouTube under playlists, different playlists. So go to created playlist, click on it and look at created. There's loads of them. And you'll find out that there's an engine here that can start you off, I suppose, into 3D if you wanted one. But it's just things I've gathered from going through like all this C++ bits and pieces. What we're on now is like day 35 of making an MMO, and we're still no closer. So I'm not overly fussy about it, like finishing it, but yeah. It's an interesting question though about would you use an engine? Well, I use a library. I don't know if you could call it an engine. Not sure. We'll find out very shortly, because that's going to be what we're doing next, is integrating that into here after I've got these buttons working. So what have I missed now? I've missed something, obviously. Reset input isn't working the way I'm expecting it to. I need it in the first part, yeah. Game blah 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 blah. Init key bindings. Yep, you need it in here, don't you? Reset input. You have to do it everywhere, don't you? To get it to work, if I remember rightly. I think we do. My notes don't tell me. Damn it. I've forgotten to note down where to put it, but I'm going to put it here as well. Doesn't recreate, does it? It comes back. Oh, grief. Pre-made? No, I made it. I've written everything for this. Everything that you see on screen is written by me. I don't, except for SFML. I'm using SFML with this one, as you can see, all the SFs everywhere. SFML does the least that I can find that's useful, but all the 3D stuff is homegrown. I've written every single line of it. And I'm doing a game engine written in Java as a tutorial thing, how to program on Saturdays at the moment. That's the only other thing. Okay, exit game. Works. Alright, let's do a full rebuild. Oh dear. So yeah, as you can see, got texture shaders and everything. Let's see if it'll do it. Please. I don't have to call this from the main game, do I? It's still automatically closing the intro state. It's not clearing itself off. Well, that's interesting. Let's have a look at this intro state here. Let's see why it's not working. So somewhere I've made a mistake. Game state. No. Intro state. Yes. What have I got here? If update mouse positions, yeah. If buttons exit is pressed, if buttons game state is pressed. That pushes in your game state, alright. Mouse position view. Yeah. Have I used something that's wrong here? I can't see it. I can't see the oops, sorry, I can't see the mistake. The only way I can I could put that to the top. Maybe that should come first. That's not really needed. It's not actually functioning in any kind of purpose. Okay. Alright, so my base state is correct. So I've probably got a mistake somewhere in the base state. It's the only place I could have got it wrong. And it's on the escape key. click. That's go. That bleh. It goes to that every turn, doesn't it? Right. So let's pop it here. Let's pop it there. That will stop. Let's debug. Okay. So that's out of the way. What have we got? Current state. Yeah. Stack good. Current window. Supported keys. Yep, that's all looking good. AD escape. SW. Yep, that's looking brilliant. And I want you to continue until something happens on the game state. Next. So game state. We'll go to... Oh damn, that line's still in. We'll go to there next. Continue. So now I've got to click on new game. And that frees out on this line here. So we didn't go back to that. Neat. Now I need to be able to continue back to the intro state. And there. So continue to there. Just bring the window up, can we? Back in game state. Okay, take you off. What are you doing in here? Thank you. Continue. Alright, there's the game. Right, so we can play the game. This is where it all goes wrong. Press escape now. Brilliant. So, I want to go into, don't I? Alright, step over. Go into. No discard, yeah, that's right. Look at it, yeah, locations and boundaries, yeah. Okay, key pressed, here we go. Now, key pressed is going to return, depending on M keys. Unable to read memory. Damn it. Why? Because I'm not there yet, okay. There we go. Escape 36. Alright, so what we need to now look at is in M keys, is 36 true? Or has it been cleared? Damn it, it's been cleared. It's not sharing. So somehow it's clearing. Alright, I'll look into that. I know it works. I just have forgotten something again, haven't I? Game state, no, you don't need that. That's pointless because it's in your base state. Right, so there's something happening there. Oh. That's interesting. You're not supposed to do that, are you? That doesn't get compiled. that does. Whoops. You can't do that. That's got to be a semicolon there. And that's got to be here. Ooh, nice long one. And we'll do that. We'll do that. And if you don't mind, we'll just pop you in. To there. So that is a colon. Lovely. Get rid of this added space, and then we can put it in here properly, and it should. There we go. Right, that will get compiled now. That's making me feel better. Doesn't mean that this is right. Let's have a look. Anybody seen anything? Technically it's pre-made if you made it previously and now you're slapped it into another project. Okay, I don't do technicalities, sorry mate. Vertice, is it supposed to bring up another UI window asking if you want to close or not? I'm using a stack. So what happens is when the intro state goes to the game state, the intro state is on the stack. And here, if you go to the next game state, here, so if game state is asked for, or is pressed, that button, the new game, it will take the current state, which is the intro, leave it on the stack, and push the game state onto the stack so that starts running. When the game state is exited, comes out, well, exited, yeah, when you come out of the game state, it should come back to here, because this is the next thing on the stack. It's still there. But what's happening at the moment, as soon as you press escape, it's coming out of the game state, it's hitting this line here, and we haven't pressed the button, or we haven't hit a key for this screen, and it continues and escapes through and goes to that end state there. So it's this that's causing the problem. I can prove that by just doing, the old technique. If you had programmed the intro first, which I didn't, I programmed it second, you might not have thought to have a key press in here. You might have just done the buttons. So you would get something like this. I've still got bloody blockings in. So you get your new game. Alright. You can press escape now and it'll come back, and you can end game or you can new game again. So that's using the stack properly. Every time you press escape, you should go back to the intro screen. But that's not what's happening. I've got no escape now. I've got to use the exit game button. When you put these in, you can use the escape key. So that brings the escape key in, and that's what's causing the problems, which I find quite interesting. There you go. Escape key takes it out of the game. And that's even with a reset on. And that reset is happening somehow out of order. Hold on a minute. Do I need it in game? No, I can't see what I'm doing here. I think I do. So, game. Let's see if we can solve the problem. We're into game updates, aren't we? That's wrong. I keep going past that line and thinking, that's wrong. Game updates. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it from here. So it's requested exit, and it's coming back to that line that is wrong. It deletes the top state, which is the game, and comes back, sorry, pops it off. So we can now check if m_states is empty. If it's not, it's still got something there. And if that is so, we need to pass through to it or preserve our states for those keys. And we can do that hopefully with that. That's what I'm thinking. That might just work. It'll build, won't it? Yeah. I've removed all the blockages out of here, haven't I? Yeah, I think I have. Alrighty. Yeah, so this is actually quite interesting. It's an interesting thing that happens with these keyboards. Whoa, we did it. Yeah, well, that's it. Done. That preserves the state over the boundary. Thank God for that. Let's go 3D. 3D is so much easier. Alright. It's time to go 3D. I've had enough of that game. Oh dear. I don't know. What we're going to need to do to go 3D. I think we're going to need something extra. What is the centre of our 3D? It's our avatar. That. Right. How long have I been going? 1 hour 35 and I've finalised buttons that work. Way. And got the escape key working. I think that's a good time for a brew. What do you think? Let's have a look at this. Let's see what I've got actually on here. I've got... that's changed. So let's do Saturday, and that is learn to program. Yeah. Sunday sailing's to back up. I've started again with naval action. I'm going back on the pirate side next Sunday. So, yeah, I'll be back in about a couple of minutes or so. I'm just going to go and make a brew. I think I need it. hey, we're back. Let's get that off. Oh, right, we're back. Welcome back. Yeah, so everything's working okay now. I'm happy. So let's have a look at our avatar. It's a lovely little square, isn't it? Eh? He says, trying to get back into his chair. Our little avatar is a helpful little avatar, isn't he? Oh, bless him. So, what can we do about our avatar? Well, let's start by looking at what we need. Because I've been ignoring the other bits, haven't I? So, source, states, yeah, okay. Library, go away. Yeah, application.cpp. Let's just have a quick look at you. You've got all of these includes in your camera, model warehouse, world models, batch render and some dice. Okay, let's have you lot. And where's our avatar? I'll pop him over here actually. To start off with. Our avatar, here you are. You're getting some prezzies. That lot for starters. Yeah. Which means this is going to change. A little. So it's an avatar that inherits base entity. As our avatar isn't there, let's have a few of these things filled in. We are going to need an amber. Well, to start off with, just a model. Yeah, I'll just take a model, M underscore, let's call it a model. Yeah, we're going 3D. Amber, yeah, this should be ace. Because we've got the keyboard, haven't we now? Oh. Right, we've got the keyboard, yeah. Might do that then this week. Go 3D keyboard. Woohoo! Camera. I'll have that one. No, I don't want pointers. Amber. What can we have now? The sun. Yeah, we'll take the sun and we'll call it M underscore light. Be more sensible about that one, I think. Yeah, we've got that. Amber. What else we got in there? Oh, we've got the model warehouse. Yeah, that loads everything up, doesn't it? We'll just call that warehouse for short. I'll have some dice because I'm going to mess around with random numbers. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that didn't go very well, did it? What else can we have? Oh yes, the renderer. Batch. Renderer. I think that's about all we're going to need, isn't it? Just going to call it render. For now. There's a few things there to mess around with. What else do we need? We're going to need a storage for our entities. Okay. That was a vector. And that would just be Amber entity, wouldn't it? It's a different one to this entity. That's why I called it base entity, so I didn't get confused. M underscore entities. Yeah, that'll do. To make rotations work, we also need to know the old mouse position, don't we? So there's that one as well. But actually I won't put it here. I'll pop it up here. And I want it as a vector 2. And yes, I know that SF has vector 2s, but I didn't write Amber with SF in mind, so it has its own math library. And that's M underscore old mouse position. We have to keep track of that for our mouse to work. Looks good. Looks very good. Split you off. That looks better. Avatar. What have we got? Oh wow, we've got a lot to work with here. Yummy. I'll put a couple of helper functions in, maybe. For now. Not sure about this. So private will have a void init view. Because we might need that. And void. Oh, I love my voids at the moment. God, what's update mouse? If we're going to track the mouse, we better update it. Alrighty. We haven't got those two. Create definition. Private. There we go. That's you done. Will that load it up? It does, but where? Ah, let's put it here. Okay. Create definition. That'll do nicely. Thank you. Save all. Right. So, how were we doing this kind of thing? We were just app-execing, weren't we? Okay. Fine. Let's bring you over. Okay, Mr. Avatar, what can we do to you to make you 3D? This is the question. At the moment, you're just this wheedly shapey thingy. And I haven't even got it here. It's in base avatar. Base entity. Give me base entity. Did I actually do anything with base entity? No, I didn't. Thank God for that. Whoops. Move render update. Whoa, yeah, great. We did a lot with you, didn't we? Well. What are we going to do? Base entity. Do we actually have? No, we don't. Faux testing. Gosh. Yeah. Thanks. Nice to have met you. Yeah. That can go. Alright, I think that's it then. That's base entity sorted out. Doesn't need anything else, does it? Nope. Okay. Does do our movement speed though, so keep that in mind. Alright, Right, we're going to have to write this, aren't we? It's fun time. Because this is going to start complaining at me here that things are uninitialized. And that's quite right. Shape, you're no longer with us. Go red. Or die. Yeah, we'll take you out then. Shape move. No, we're not doing you. No. That's just not going to happen. Let's put an if. Target is equal to null pointer. And then we shall std cc out. What should we say? Problem rendering avatar. That'll do. /n. Semicolon. Lovely. That gets rid of it saying, oh, your target has not been used. That's right, because we're not going to be using it. Well, not for now anyway. The problem is there is a reason for it to be there, and that is for me to put the overlays and stuff in. Oh gosh, fresh coffee. Yes, yes, yes. I feel vibrant already. Right, so we can do the update and the render quite easily. I don't want that. That update's going to really bother me, isn't it? I did a freebie one in intro just earlier, didn't I? That one there. That'll do it. That'll get rid of any not used your delta time warnings. Okay, so you lot can be replaced by that. Update and render. Let's grab ourselves application.cpp. I'm going to put it over here because I want to just go down it and find out what we're doing for rendering. Test 3Ds, all that lot. Game state, here we go. So update is that inside that. Yikes. Alright, so it's this, isn't it? Copy. And that go in there. We're not having them moving at this point in time. Thank you. So that's now mrender. Right. To make that work, we're going to need an entity and a model. That's okay. Under render, it's just that. So, I've got a line there. That's all it is. Again, it's mrender. Okay, so we need an entity, a model, a sun, a camera, a number of entities, and we've already got our entities placed to store you. Entity count. Yes, we have, but that's going to be M entity. And that's going to be M model. And that's M entities. If I'm right. Yes. wonder why it still underlines it in red. No suitable conversion function from Amber entity to Amber entity star exists. Oh. Okay. Take that. No. Alright, so those two are alright. Down here, sun is m_light. And camera is m_camera. Lovely. Those are working. Num entities isn't working. Okay. Hash define num entities. We'll have 1,000 of them. There we go. Why not? Can't see why not. Right, does that work? Yes. We can now have 1,000 entities. We're going to put 1,000 things on the screen. Why not? It's always a good test. I know if things go completely wrong because that'll start printing out. And that just means everything's just gone pear-shaped. So it's also a good idea to have that in. It should really make it 0.5, I suppose. Or 0.2. Because it's 0.016 for 60. Yeah, well, I'll think about it. I'll think about a good value for that to make it useful. Now, application. What do we have here? Oh, it's part of the test, was it? Alrighty. Oh, I've got 2,000 now, that's a shame. Yeah. Right. I'll have you lot. What's this here? Width and height, Windows values not needed. Okay. Copy. And I'll have you lot as well. You may as well come back to the edge. Okay, so we've now got our defines. We've got a couple of const expressions for rotation speed and cube size, which I was basically using for rotation values here and cube size in a minute or two. So I've still got this to address. Alright. So, how are we going to do it? Right, so we've got an asterisk. Have we? I thought I left an asterisk in here. Model. Right. Good. M_model. That equals a new Amber model. Don't want any information on it now. Right, what else can we get rid of now? Init view. We'll probably do something, if we're lucky. The model itself, we'll grab from the warehouse. So there's the warehouse, and we shall That's it. That's what I want. So you can load a few models up for us. I'm sure you can. We'll initialize the dice. Dot initialize. That's a good place to do that. Light. Position. The current operator plot is not overloaded. What? Position isn't a function. Oh, it's amber sun position. It's not a damn function. Get lost. Equals. Jesus. What is he talking about? Amber vec 3. I don't know. Let's stick it at big. Let's just stick it in the middle of the universe and see what happens. No value for that. Not really bothered about it. M-light. What else do we have? Colour. That equals 0.8, doesn't it? And that's an amber vec 3. Anybody think I've used amber vec 3 before? My god. 0.8. F. 0.8. F, yeah, that'll do. 0.8 F is light colour. Yes. It's used in the shaders as a vec 3. Okay. We also need a projection matrix. So we do have that already in Amber Map 4. So for 3D you need a projection matrix. That's a definite. So that's going to be Amber. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Map 4. And it'll be perspective. What do we need? FOV. Field of view. Good. We've got one of those. And size of the screen. I've already had trouble with this, so I'm going to look it up. Oh dear. 1400 by 810. So that's 1400.0 f by 810.0 f, comma. There we go, that's that done. Near plane and far plane, isn't it? Near plane, comma, and far plane. That's it done. Good. Nice. That's our projection matrix sorted out. We can throw that onto the camera. Dot that equals projection matrix, semicolon, good. An update mouse. We added, didn't we? So we better actually call it. Alright, we've still got green squigglies at the top, so we haven't done everything. Okay. Right. This is where we have to start doing some little strange bits and pieces, isn't it? In the private area. init view, that's our entities and models. Here we go. Model warehouse, load models, num entities. Yeah, okay, we can do that. So I'm looking at the U there. Entity position will keep. Entity scale we can keep. And then we push it back. Right, I think that's going to be about right then. Copy you. There we go. So, Amber entity. Entity equals a new Amber entity. That's fine. That's M. UUID is Universal Unique Identification. So they can never be duplicated within the program. I haven't made the UUID class yet, which controls that. That's my bad, but for now we're just, as we're not using it anywhere else, we're lucky. It's not dice anymore. Entity position vector M underscore M underscore M underscore. Right, so that rolls some dice for us. The values of the dice are let's have a look at those values. So for the X, we are using the far plane, well, 80% of the far plane minus far plane times 0.4, so 40%. So we're trying to keep it within a range of the far plane, and we're trying to keep it in a range of the far plane on the y-axis, and on the z-axis it's just a minus to keep it in front of us. Minus is into the screen. Far plane 80%. Yeah, that's fine. That'll be fine. Entity scale cube. Test entity pushback. No, we called it M entities, didn't we? I hope we did. Yes, we did. So that becomes M entities. There we go. Dot pushback. An entity star. Yeah, that's fine. Have we cleared yet? No, still not cleared. Alrighty, so update mouse we want. That's the only other thing we've got in here. Right. All we need to do with update mouse is, like before, where I was trying to limit the escape key, this one I want to limit the amount of mouse movement across the screen allowed for the camera. Update mouse is the camera, basically. So this is going to initiate or initialize some kind of limitation system. So we're going to have to use the 2i, unfortunately. Screen position, because that's what I'm going to measure, and that's going to be equal to sf : mouse, and it's just get position, isn't it, for screen. That'll do the whole screen, not just a window. Yeah, if I put the window in it, if I put m underscore window in there, which we don't have, it would just be for the window. As it's the window's not inside there as a variable, it'll do the whole screen. The whole screen, lovely. Which doesn't matter to me which one it takes, really. So m old mouse position dot x. This is where I'm converting from SF colon colon vector 2i really into an amber vector something or other, vec2, yeah. So amber vec2 here, and that is an SF vec2. So that's basically what's happening here. And we have to static cast it, don't we? Because I'm on floats and it's on ints. So cast to float, and that will just be screen position x. So we're just converting it over to our coordinate system for amber. Old mouse position dot y does exactly the same. And that's just to a float. And again, it's screen position dot y. Lovely. That's that done. Now, have we had time to get rid of that green squiggly thing? Yes, we have. We've got everything. Lovely. I think it was the old mouse position that was holding us up there for the green squiggly. So everything's been set in that. So I know that I've initialized everything. That's good news. That tells me that. Right. Move. Yuck. Have we got anything else really I can put in at this point? Not really, I don't think. Oh, we could do a bit more with the update, I think. Right. What have we got here for update? I've got my num entities, and we're processing the world models. I want the right mouse button to activate movement on the camera. Okay. I think that's what I've put in. Let's just have a look. There it is. So. Yeah, I think we can do this. Yeah. Do I need the local position? Right, we'll think about that for a second. Let's transfer this over. So that is no longer local position, that is screen position. Because we don't have window. We don't have it available to us. Camera is m.camera. Sorry. Movement update now becomes that to there, to there, and that's an M. That finishes, that does everything that we want. Now we should, I guess, do an update of mouse, I think. So we'll put that in as well. Update. Mouse. I think we called it. Yeah. Yeah. So we can pop that in there as well. Alrighty, I think that does that. So that's our right button click. And we can move it around. Where do we update our camera? There. Mouse update. Alright. I'm happy. camera is sent through to the batch render. Yes. That'll work. Alright. Except for the rotations, we now have 3D on the avatar. Being the avatar is now our camera. Or the world will revolve around our avatar. How about that? I think that's a better way of putting it. What do we need to do to game state? Oh, we've got all these keyboard binds here. And we've got the exit state. So I'm going to have to take the keyboard out for a second because we haven't done it. So we'll take you out. That's the first thing we have to do. Have we got a build yet? Avatar 56. That's interesting. That's come back up. Avatar 56. What have I unreferenced? Oh, right. Yes. Move. Is that in the original base? Which seems to have disappeared. Our base entity's done a runner. Is it down here? No. I don't think we need that anymore. That's going to have to change. Because we've got X, Y, Z now anyway, so, yeah. You're out of date. Move, go away. We'll think of something different for you. Alrighty, so do build, rebuild. And that is delta time unreferenced formal value in here. That is correct. Okay. We've got a fix for that. That's in game state. We are messing around with everything. There we go, that stops that. Done. Reset input. Do we call any of this at the moment? That's update input. Update, yeah. Render. Ah. We have a render. What about an update? I don't think we seem to be updating. How's our games? What? Our game state isn't actually updating our avatar, is it? Avatar update. Float delta. Game state. Where do we update? Init key bindings, yeah. Avatar render, yeah. We can't render if we don't update. Okay. M underscore avatar. Dot update, and I bet it's delta time. Yeah, delta always is time. Doesn't matter if you use the value or not. That's immaterial. Delta time, as long as it exists, it's counting. It's a clock. Actually, that's coming up next Saturday, Delta time. That's interesting. I just typed it in and I just thought about it and I thought, oh, I'm going to do something about this next Saturday on the How to Program course. Are we okay with this now? I've got an escape key if it all goes wrong. Are we checking the move for the mouse? We update the input. Then we update the avatar. The update of the avatar does this. Does it? Yeah, it does a mouse update there. Huh. Should that work? The answer is no. It shouldn't work. And we'll check that it doesn't work. There you go. Unresolved external public void blah blah blah. RPG avatar move float move blob. Right. Okay. That's you complaining. Goodbye. Let's try again. Oof. A lot changes that time. Well, now I can rely on the exit key and everything. New game. Woo! Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, we do have it. Right click, a bit of movement. But what's wrong? What's all this garbage? What's happened to me box? That's a really nice box. Oh, that makes me sad for boxes. Oh, look at that. Looks pretty, that. I think that looks fantastic for a half-drawn scene. Right, does anybody know what's happened? It looks fun. It looks a little 3D-ish. Well, if you look around carefully enough, it looks a little bit 3D-ish. I don't think my keyboard works now because I haven't put the keyboard stuff in. So, yeah. What's going on, Blades? I think we should have a break now. No, I'm going to have to fix this, aren't I? Oh, dear. I've had this problem before, and I know what it is. I know as soon as I see that on screen, I know exactly what that is. That, in the 3D world, is a Z buffer overflow. Does the escape key work? Yeah, escape key works perfectly. A Z buffer overflow. So, kept going past that thing and saying it was wrong, didn't I? Yeah, it is. I don't know what I did with it in here. Ah. That goes on the end. Thank you. Now, do we have a Z buffer? We do indeed have our depth bits at 0 on the INI file for window INI. So what have we got in window INI? Hello? Where's window INI? Ah, here we are. 24, that's correct. 24 bits. That is 4 bits for your red. Is it? RGBA divided by 4. 6. 6 depth bits. It's more than enough. That'll go for years. So no, my depth bits are fine. They're on 6. So that's not the problem. Okay. That's wrong. That's SF, isn't it? Well, we're not using SF for our window when we're there. So we can use U instead. Copy U for that line there, please. That we can change to OpenGL. Then it'll still do our initial screen. That's irrelevant. Window display is SF. It's only going to change the 2 buffers, so all it does is swap buffers. That's fine. Okay, let's see where we're up to now. So all we've done is we've changed this into an OpenGL screen. If the background wasn't up, then you would have the background that I defined in there. Under New Game, you do have a new background, although we can't see it because it's full of boxes. It's now not black. But it hasn't affected the boxes, so the overflow is still happening. We are past our 2 hours. Do we answer this today? Or do I leave it till next time? 2 hours 31. We're into questions and answers time anyway, so we're at the 30. We'll pop the answer in, I think. It's got nothing to do with this code. So game's okay. Game is finished. The problem is with our intro state. You see, when we're in our intro state, we are rendering. We are rendering without any due care or attention to the fact that we're in OpenGL now, because we weren't in OpenGL. So now we do have the Windows state, don't we? Yeah, state window. There we go. So, I should really put this if to equals state window. If state window equals. Just thinking about wrapping this up in an if statement. How far does this go into the actual states that we care about? That's a problem. Alright, what I'll do then is I'll do it here. Because it's dangerous. Because we can still do OpenGL here, you see. And we do want to do OpenGL here. So I could put... yeah. State window. Asterisk. So it's one of them. And what we want to do is push our GL states. And after we've finished with all the buttons and everything, and rendered everything, we can then say M states window, pull off the stack, pull, is it pop? Pop off the stack the GL states that we saved. So if we do it that way, what will happen is it will save our OpenGL state out, and then it will reload our OpenGL state after doing this rendering in the intro state, which is a good idea because really, well, it's messing up our Z buffer, to be quite honest with you, and it's causing a Z buffer overflow. So now when we push in new game, oh, there we go. All my cubes are back. Yay! We're in Cube City. Yeah, and there is actually, yeah, there is an anti-speed trap on that. So you actually have to move slow. You have to use your mouse slower to speed your head movement up. If you do that, nothing happens. If you do that, a lot happens. It's a little speed trap I put in there. The escape key works. The buttons work. Let's make sure they do. So, come back here. Come back here, you. New game. Escape. New game. Escape. New game. Escape. Show you what's happening here. So, new game. Alright. Store OBJ. All this lot's done. As it start? Camera 3D constructed just after it's been shut down. Yeah. Batch render constructed. Current blah 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 blah. New game state created. Game state shut down. Everything shuts down. New game. This is how I can now test for. See how it's a different thing every time it's a different picture. Well, it's actually a new picture every time. So I can now check. This little figure here is getting higher. Is it? No, it's staying at 151. Alright, that's not bad then. I don't think we've got anything to worry about. There we go. So I will be checking that now for memory leaks. And we shall go on, obviously, to make this into a game. I think that's a good idea. Need to sort out the window next, I think, because you don't have the same restrictions that I have. I'm on a 4K screen and I'm only got a quarter of my screen that you can see, so there's another 3/4 of the screen that you can't see, so that tells you how much area I've got. I think you might have seen a picture of it before. So yeah, I think that's where we're up to. So on Friday's episode at 2 o'clock, do we need to do any cleanups on this? We might be doing keyboard input. We might be doing it if I can get it sorted. I'm still got some more research to do on keyboard input before I'm happy with it. So I'm not going to put anything into this until I'm actually happy with it. But I'm very happy with what's there now. And that means that for now our intro state is dead and buried. Base state's not going to be needed. I think what we're going to do is probably work more on the top side again now. Go away from the avatar for a bit. So we've got it 3D. Yeah. So I think we really need to come back to here. The game. And do a bit more thinking about this as well. So I'm going to do some research on keyboards, some in-depth research obviously, but I think we're up to the stage now where our game is obviously 3D, and I think it's obviously going in that direction, that we're going to next need a map. A mapping system, and that is a major month-long investment of time, or 2 months investment of time, just to do maps properly, because we're not just going to be able to create a map on the fly, we are going to be able to alter the map on the fly as well. So we have to have everything done properly at the base side, because we've been using, as you can see, in states and base state and things like that, how the inheritance can work in our favour. I think we need to go more in depth on the maps than I was initially intending to do. I was just intending to do a flat map and just get some trees on it and then walk around it type of thing. But I think I want to go a bit further into it. We might just be going down the flat map trees on it and walk around it a bit first, and then dive off into maps a bit more. Yeah, depends on difficulty, because I've got to be able to put this together, and as an RPG there's a lot to an RPG. So map's still up there. Okay, we can put you back up, and I do need you back up as well. So there we go. And of course this is still bugging me because it's still wrong. We've got to return 0. That is still bugging me. We've got to talk about that, because if you remember, I did that initially. That's how it should be, not like that. We'll see. We will see. In the meantime, I will catch you on Friday, 2 o'clock, for more in-depth discussions about MMOs and how to make them. And I'll catch you then. So, in the meantime, I'd like you all to take care. And above all, please have fun.